Good morning to one and all.
Morning.
Good morning. All of you very well know that January 30th every year India observes Shahid Divas or Martyrs Day to mark the death anniversary of Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. With this, today I welcome you all for to commemorate the Martyrs Day, which is organized by NSS unit of Nitte deemed to be university. First, at most, I welcome today's chief guest, CPO Vikram Dutt. Sir, I welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
And I welcome our Honorable Vice Chancellor of the Nitte deemed to be university, Professor Dr. Satish Kumar Bandari, sir. I welcome you, sir. And also, I welcome our Professor Dr. Alka Kulkarni, Registrar of the Nitte deemed to be university. I welcome you, ma'am. And also I welcome our NSS program officers of the Constitute Institution of the Nitte deemed to be university, Dr. Kumudar Rao, Suchitra, Amaninda Talwar, and other program officer of the Nitte deemed to be university. With this, I request our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Satish Kumar Bandari, sir, for the opening remark.
Very good morning, Shashi. Chief guest for the day, very distinguished veteran Vikram Dattaji, for thank you for accepting our invitation to participate in this very unique celebration of Martyrs Day by Nitte deemed to University through our very dynamic wing of National Service Scheme, NSS unit. Shashi Kumar Shetty, the NSS coordinator, and the program officer, our colleague, the registrar of the university, Professor Alka Kulkarni, and faculty of Nitte deemed to University, and my dear students and ladies and gentlemen. It gives me pleasure to participate in this program, Martyrs Day, on this auspicious day. As you all know, as Sashi said, we are celebrating 30th of January every year to commemorate the death anniversary of our the Rashtrapita Mahatma Gandhi on this day, and it's also celebrated as a Martyrs Day. I'm very happy to tell you that the National Service Scheme is celebrating this Martyrs Day in a very unique fashion every year by honoring the army or our veterans, very distinguished veterans of this region in various formats. And over the last 4 or 5 years, we had celebrated it. Unfortunately, the last 2 years, it was stopped because of the COVID situation. And this year, we thought we'll continue the program, at least virtually. And when we requested Vikram Datta to participate in this program, he readily agreed. And he is the guest of honor today. And I'm sure he's going to deliver a very, very enlightening, insightful talk about the Martyrs Day, which is very appropriate in this unprecedented situation. As you all know, Mahatma Gandhi, we should, on this very auspicious occasion, it's our duty to pay homage not only to our Rashtrapita Mahatma Gandhi ji, and also all the victims who fought for the freedom and welfare and progress of India. And on this particular day, I would like to remember 3 important trios of the freedom struggle: the Bhagat Singh ji, and Sukhdev and Rajguru. So not only these people, there are many people. It may be Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, or there are many who have fought for the freedom. It may be a local hero of Rani Ambaka who fought against Portuguese from this region, and still she is being remembered as a household name who has fought for the freedom of this part of the nation. So there are many people, I don't know name anybody, but there are people who have fought for the nation, and they sacrificed their life, their comfort, for us to live happily today and enjoy the fruits of the freedom. And I hope this day will not be forgotten as only one day to celebrate. And this we are going through a very unprecedented situation. We have to face the challenges caused by the not only external enemies, even internally we have to face the challenge, and we have to stabilize our country, and we have to fight against unitedly against both external internal threats. And the nation which forgets the defenders, itself will be forgotten. That's what Calvin Coolidge, the US president, said. So let us not forget this, and let us not restrict only upon this particular day. And this should be a daily affair. Let us remember our martyrs who sacrificed their everything for the sake of the nation and for the citizens of the country. And we should not forget these people, and let this celebration continue in our day-to-day life. And let our life is filled with patriotic fervor. And let us remember our martyrs, and let us remember the leaders which you have given a very safe environment to live in this country, this great country, great Bharat. Let us all work for the progress of this nation. I thank Shashkumar Shetty, the NSS coordinator, and all the program officers and volunteers for participating this Sunday on this Martyrs Day celebration. And I request Dr. Mr. The Rotarian Vikram Datta ji to present his views on this occasion. Thank you. Wish you all the best. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. Jai Bharat.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us. Now, I request Mrs. Suchitra B.S., NSS Program Officer, Nitte Usha Institute of Nursing Science, to do the honors of introducing the chief guest for today.
Along with the citation from various commanding officer in appreciation of his sincere service in Indian Navy. He have got many awards. Best leader during citation from Southern Naval Commanding Officer. Sir also took part in Royal Fleet Review at Malaysia. In total to say, I would like to say Sri Vikram Datta is an Rotarian, educationalist, soldier, and community leader and philanthropist. Sir, we are glad to have you as a chief guest for today's virtual program. Once again, I welcome you, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Most respected Vice Chancellor of Nitte University, Dr. Satish Kumar Bandari Sarji, and all the dignitary who are in the Zoom meeting, and all my friends, those who are watching live stream through different social media platform. At the outset, I thank Nitte University for giving me this opportunity, because for the last 2 years, I still will remember one of the occasions, the same Martyrs Day, which is celebrated, I think, 7-8 years back. And once during Shema, I visited this university. Now, Nitte University has got a very close association with us. The first of all, I'd like to thank our beloved chairman of the Nitte University, Sri Vinay Hegdeji, because he is one of the backbone of our organization, I can say. Because every time, whenever we visit to his office, and he openly come up with the support to our organization. Recently, Vijay દિવસ we celebrated. So during that also complete the sponsor is made by the Nitte University. And secondly, I remember, I think just before this pandemic, he has been financially supported Veer Nari of our Dakshin Kannada. So thank you very much, the entire Nitte University staff, especially headed by Dr. Vinay Hegdeji. And as a Rotarian also, I got close association with the Nitte University because I've been to Rotary Club Derlakatte, where generally the Dr. Ananthan or Dr. Subramaniam, like they are associated with our organization. And whenever we need any support from Nitte University or near KSK Hospital, maybe the rural area like people, they are supported, well supported by Nitte Hospital. So thank you, Vice Chancellor Satish Bandari Sarji, for supporting in a different way. Now coming back to the Martyrs Day, if you say everyone know why we celebrate this particular day. Now, when you see the history for the last 800 years, there are more than 33 million of our the Indians who sacrificed their lives for the better of this our country, directly or indirectly. We remember the leaders like Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, Mahatma Gandhi ji, or etc. etc. So these leaders, the frontline warriors, we always remember. But there are so many people, like if you see a 33 million, it's a huge number. So if you look back, every house in India, I'm talking about in our this particular land, there are some association which is connected with the freedom struggle of our country. So it is a duty of us. I'm talking, there are so many young people, they are watching this particular program. So if you think back, if you start investigating the thing, there are somebody in our own house, there is a freedom fighter who fought and who sacrificed their lives in different way. So I request every young blood, kindly check when you can talk to your grandfather, you can find out the ways of means, what is our contribution for this particular land. When you're talking about the patriotism, it doesn't mean, only when we are thinking about the people who fought near the border or in the sea or in the sky. Maybe this is, that's a one part of thing. We are doing the duty and responsibility. I still remember when I joined Indian Navy in '83, that's a different story. Like I joined Indian Navy for, at that point of time, I'm sure Vice Chancellor sir might be knowing, it's a very difficult time. Financially, education, getting good education also very tough time. That's the reason I thought, okay, let us, join armed forces, because I had some background. My grandfather, my uncle, they were into Indian Navy. That made me to take up this particular thing, job. So you might have seen one of the talk which is given by recently Bipin Rawat ji, late Bipin Rawat ji. He told the one of the boy, why you want to join defense? He said, mujhe naukri chahiye. So then immediately he said, naukri chahiye to aapko Reliance jao ya Infosys jao, you will get naukri. But if you want to serve your country, aapko service karna hai, then you should take up this particular thing. So it doesn't mean, you do service of free of cost. You get all the benefit. The country is taking care of you. So I request everyone. So there are so many young doctors or paramedical staff, those who are doing training. There are a lot of opportunity in the defense sector where you can do service along with you can build up your career. So that is the thing. Now, when you talk about the patriotism, I was talking in between, I came up this particular thing. It doesn't mean, you just stand up near border and you fight with the enemy. No. As a citizen of India, you got a lot of responsibility. I'll give a simple example. Now you see the auto sector. Now, auto sector, when you go and buy, or if you are planning to buy a two-wheeler or a four-wheeler, so what happens? There are so many, the companies in and around your city, they come and talk to you. Sir, this particular model is very good. This has got these features and etc. Now these all smiling face, everything will be there till you sign the document where you are finalized. Yes, I am going to buy this thing. As soon as you sign the document, then they will never turn up your, they never look at your face. Now where I need, the each and everyone, wherever the place you work, you should satisfy your customer. The customer should always remember you. Customer always should go with a smiling face. Why I'm telling this? This is very important. When you see what happens, everyone expect something. So as a now, let us talk about hospital industry. Now, why Dr. Shantram Shetty maybe or Dr. Satish Bandari, they are very famous because people go with the pain, people go with the difficulty to some treatment to meet Dr. Satish Bandari sir or Dr. Shantram Shetty. Let us talk about only our chairman, Dr. Vinay Hegde. See, always they smile, always they talk with the sense, and always they talk to the people with a great honor. That is more important. You should talk with the people with a smile. See, that's the difference. What is the difference between a police force and other citizens? Now people says, okay, going to the station, police station is, it's much easier. Now you might have seen the present commissioner. He motivated his force. Always whenever the people comes, you should try and understand their problem, and you should give the solution. Similar way, I request all the young lot, kindly see, you do service in better way. You are working. Why not work with a smile? Why not work with the try and understand the problems of the people? You don't have to spend anything for this. And so that is the thing. Always people remember people like Satish Bandari sir, people like Shantram Shetty, people like Vinay Hegde. This is what called the patriotism. Patriotism, it doesn't mean you stand in the border, fight with the enemy. If you give better service, if you give better solution to the people, that itself is a patriotism. So I request, try and follow. You should implement the certain ethics. Certain important people, like you see, if you see in the movie the Shah Rukh Khan or Salman Khan, people think, the young lot think they are the role model, they are the heroes. No, they are just an actor. They are just an actor, and they do acting in return to the payment, and we think they are the thing. But the real hero, the people, those who are around you, those who are giving service to the people, they are the real heroes. They are the role model. They are the really Deshbhakt. So try and implement certain values of people like Vinay Hegde ji, people like Shantram Shetty ji, people like Satish Bandari sir. Their the values what they carry, you should try and learn from them, and go ahead with that. So that is what the patriotism, that is what you do this. See, I don't think in future you may find a war or any the civil clash. It's not going to happen, because the things are getting changed. The people, nobody want war, everyone want peace. So it is a duty and responsibility to preserve our land for the betterment, maybe for the environment or everything. We always say, whenever we go to foreign, people say, oh, they are very disciplined people. If you see India, as well as you land in India, you say, oh, people are throwing garbage outside and all.
Thank you.
It's a normal thing. I don't want to mention more on this. So we have to, implement certain part of the discipline in your life. That is more important. Now, I still remember when I joined Navy, because I spoke in the why did I join in the beginning? Because of the difficulty and all things. And after joining the Navy, what happens? The training what I got from the Indian Navy, that made me to change. The patriotism comes with the training. The patriotism comes with the discipline what you develop in your day-to-day life. That is more important. So that's the reason, I always say, the Indian Navy or Indian Air Force or Indian Army, our defense force, always the great, and second in world, because we have been taught to fight with the great difficulties, and we have been taught to maintain the equipment in any circumstances. That's the reason always I say the Indian Armed Force always is the best, and it will remain best. So my dear friends, my dear students, or the young professional, I always, I request everyone to maintain discipline in your life. It is a day-to-day thing. Like, for example, when you get up early morning, just fold your bed. This is a simple thing. These small issues, you don't have to spend anything. You should maintain, you should build up in your life so that your life becomes beautiful and you are going to be a true patriotic or true Deshbhakt by doing such things, by giving smile to the others, by finding the problems and giving certain solution. So this is how you can build up the life. With that, I thank the entire Nitte University staff for giving extraordinary service to the people, extraordinary service to the people who really into pain, who really into problems, and you are really taking care of the nation. You are really one of the finest institute, and it is not like you made me the guest. That's the reason I am just praising you, because I have seen you for the last 20 years, the service what is given by the entire staff, and that's the thing. So thank you very much. I'm sure in the coming days, Nitte University definitely excel in your professional, and all the young lot. I request everyone kindly, develop certain part of the discipline. Try and find certain values who is very closer to you, the positive part of your, from them, try and adopt in your life, and you can definitely succeed. By doing that, you will be one of the country's the biggest asset, so that the patriotism or Deshbhakt, whatever we talk about, we can see Deshbhakt within ourselves. That is how you can make country prosper, and the country will definitely, there's a prime minister always says, by coming maybe another 5 or 6 years, we'll be the #1 in the world. So once again, I thank you very much for the entire staff, especially Shashi. He has been constantly in touch with me for the last couple of days, for doing, for giving me this link and all, giving the information and all the things. So thank you, Shashi, for inviting me. And at the outset, from my association, which is headed by Colonel Bandari and Brigadier Rai, they are my mentor. Whatever bit learned, whatever I would able to do, it is only because of the Colonel Bandari and Brigadier Rai. I always remain grateful to my association, and I bring best wishes from my association headed by Brigadier Rai and Colonel Bandari. So thank you very much, and God bless all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us. Now, I request Professor Dr. Kumada Rao, NSS Program Officer, A.B. Shetty Memorial Institute of Dental Science, to give vote of thanks.
Good morning, everyone. Hope I'm audible.
Yes, madam.
Okay. I deem it my extreme pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks for this day to commemorate the death anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi as Martyrs Day. First and foremost, I thank all the martyrs who have laid down their lives and everything for the freedom and safety of our country. I thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Satish Kumar Bandari, for his presence for guiding us and supporting us throughout the program. I also immensely thank our chief guest, CPO Sir Vikram Datta, for his respectful presence and sharing his wonderful experiences with us and enlightening us about the patriotism. I thank our registrar, Professor Dr. Alka Kulkarni ma'am, for all the support that she has given us for this program. I also thank NSS coordinator for Nitte deemed to be University, Mr. Shashikumar Shetty, for organizing and conducting this program. I thank all the NSS PO officers and volunteers of Nitte deemed to be University, the constituent colleges. I thank Ms. Swati for leading us through this program. Finally, I thank all those who have attended and participated in this program. Jai Hind.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.